Hey filmmakers, welcome back to a new video. Are you guys color grading your video? If not, when we come back, I'm going to tell you why you should be doing that, and I'm going to show you a new program that just came out. So CinemaGrade is a plugin for Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, and Premiere, the main three that people use. So I'm excited. We're going to dive right in and I'm going to show you a little bit about the program and what I like about it and some things that they've already done listening to the feedback of other filmmakers. Here we go. All right, guys, I have brought a sequence into Final Cut 10.4. It hasn't been touched. As you can see here, here's the scopes within Final Cut 10.4. So the plugin CinemaGrade, which works on Final Cut, Premiere, and DaVinci Resolve, is over here. I'm going to drag it onto each clip. Now you can also do an adjustment layer over top and just apply it once, and then it's going to, obviously do everything over all the same footage, which is not a bad thing, but I want to show you how to do this manually. So on the first clip, I'm going to go ahead and go to the inspector and open controls, and you're going to get this separate window here. So here's all three of the clips, and we can run this back like so. All right, so here we have all three clips that we are going to adjust in the cinematic sequence. So the first thing I want to do is start with basic correction. And the cool thing that they've just added is being able to use scopes. So you go up here to view, hit video scopes, and boom, they're right in here. And then this can be changed by clicking on it from the RGB to the luminance value, which I prefer the luminance waveform to adjust the exposure. And then you have your histogram with your colors and your vector scope. So this is great because before, this was only allowed in this program on one of the screens, and when you went to the other, it was not available. So you weren't able to keep an eye on your scopes. Anyway, enough talking about this. So if you go to the sides, you can manually adjust your exposure here. I'm going to Command Z that back. Highlights, temperature control if you want to warm it up. You can do that. So I'm going to start with temperature, and I'm going to adjust it to around 6,800. Oops. That's good right there. They do have an auto white balance. You can try hitting that, which that does a pretty good job. That's brought it back down to 62. And that looks really good. Let's reset and auto white balance it, and that is a little bit more neutral, so I'll rock with that. We'll go down to 62, and then the tint has shifted. But anyway, instead of going here, guys, I want to show you another way. So you can actually go up here, and for your exposure, you can target where you want to adjust the exposure. So this is pretty blown out, so I'm going to click on here and then just drag it down and then calm down those highlights here, okay? And I'm keeping an eye on my scopes. You always want it right below 100. So right there is actually proper for the shot. And this cool thing about this is you can actually go here to your hue, saturation, luma adjustment, and if you want to work on the luma, like let's say bring up some more light on the face, you can hold down Command and drag up or down and down once you click on the point you want it to work on. So I'm going to hold down Command and go up, and see how I'm bringing this luminance up just in her face. It's affecting a little bit around here, but it's really just working on her face. This is absolutely amazing. This looks great because mainly all the luminance has come up here because she is backlit with the sun, and that's great to keep that harsh light off of her. So now we're getting somewhere with this. All right. And you can manually You can go to saturation if you want to adjust the saturation and just make a click. So if I want to get these greens a little bit more vibrant, I'll click on that. And if I drag it up, it's going to bring a little bit more saturation. It's also affecting, I'm looking in her skin a little bit, which is not a bad thing. So now you've seen the color come up, and I want to increase this contrast. I'm going to click here. If I go down, it's bringing the shadows up. If I bring it this way, it's getting very contrasty. So I wanted it right about there, and that is looking good. This is just a basic correction for the very first clip. Now we can check our before and our after. Before, after. Amazing, guys. This looks color toned already, in my opinion. And then check your scopes out right here, your luminance. See how it was overexposed, and now it's more into check. Absolutely amazing. I have 2 other clips, and I want to shot match. Now you see the other 2 here. So I mean, this is amazing looking. So I want to make this my hero shot. So it's on yellow, or it could be on green or whatever. I'm going to have it on yellow. Click here for your hero shot, meaning your shot you want to match the other 2 too. So just click on these 2, go up here, hit match shots. And then that way you can have them side by side. And I'm going to copy the correction here. All the stuff I adjusted, and apply it. Boom. Look at that. So here's your before and after once it's corrected to match this one. So I want to apply it. I want to apply this selected grade. I go down with the arrow. It goes to that other shot. So as you can see, nothing's been done. So I want to copy this one, match it. So let's copy the correction that we already did here. And I could have actually applied it to the whole group. But if you just want to do it to the shot next to the side, you can just hit apply. Boom. Look at that. So just keep in mind, you can apply it to the whole group. So if you had like 5 clips, you just apply it to the group. And this way you don't have to go one by one. But I do want to show you both ways in case you're not happy with, you know, the way the whole group rendered. So that's done. Let's go ahead and apply that. Selected grade. Now we can go to final grading. So if I hit the down key, then up key, down key, I can go through all the shots. And then of course you have them here. You can do it this way as well. You can actually watch all of them together by going back, or whichever the selected clip is. I'm sorry. You can rewind this back. All right, so let's go off this first. Now, I think everything looks much better, and you can check the before and the after. Before, after. Before and after. Much, much better. I want to lighten up her face a little bit more, so let's go to basic correction. So if you go to this last one, I want to adjust the luma on her face, bring up a little bit more light. So command, drag it. There we go. See the difference? Boom. I'm going to bring up some light on her face, and I like that. Before and after. Yeah, everything else looks good, guys. So let's go to the final grade. So we can go to looks, which is pretty cool. You can go with color, which is going to give you different like complementary, so forth and so on. Now these are presets, which they're not going to work for all your footage. But if you want to do like a complementary version, which this looks very, very saturated. Let's go with this. It looks like a warm and cool toning. So we can click on that, hit accept. And of course that looks way too much. But what we can do is bring this down right here and just add in what we want as far as color. Amazing tools, guys. Look at that. So you thought the before looked good, but check out when you add some color to it. I think that looks good, about 15%. And before, after. Now this is the very, very beginning without doing anything, and after. Check that color toning out, guys. So I'm gonna hit apply, selected grade, boom, amazing. Let's go to here, same thing. Let's go to color, complementary version 1, apply it, selected grade, continue. Now it actually applied it. It is right here. It's just before and after with the color. So yeah, it did do it. So all of these are graded now. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. There is a lot more you can do. Like I said, if you're here and you still want to tweak things, go up to view, scopes, put your scopes in there, and you can change this. Everything looks good. Before, after, before, after. Go to the next shot. Before, after, next shot, before, after. I hope you enjoyed this and hope you're excited about this as much as I am. The potential is amazing for this. If you have any questions, comment below. I'm still playing around and tinkering with this, so this is still a learning experience for me. If you want to see more content to help filmmakers, please let me know what you want to see below. I've been enjoying filmmaking and I would love to help anyone out that needs it. Feel free to hit that subscribe button below and comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.